Welcome to Secret Stops, where every journey takes you closer to the world's most breathtaking adventures. Few experiences capture the spirit of America like a road trip, the freedom of the open highway, the landscapes changing mile by mile, and the unforgettable stops along the way. From the legendary Route 66 to the dramatic curves of the Pacific Coast Highway, the USA is home to some of the most scenic drives on Earth. Today, we're counting down the top 10 scenic road trips in the USA. Journeys filled with adventure, beauty, and memories waiting to be made. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join us at Secret Stops as we explore the world's greatest destinations. Now buckle up, roll down the windows, and sit back as we hit the road together. It begins not with a skyline or a mountain, but with the rumble of tires on old pavement and a sense of timeless freedom. Route 66, often called the Mother Road, is more than a stretch of highway. It's a legendary ribbon of asphalt that winds through the soul of America. 2,448 miles of nostalgia, culture, and endless adventure linking Chicago, Illinois, to Santa Monica, California. This isn't just a road trip, it's a journey through the American story itself. Born in 1926, Route 66 was the highway of hope during the Dust Bowl, the path westward during post-war booms, and the heartbeat of road trip culture in the 1950s and 60s. Today, it stands as a living time capsule. Each mile carries echoes of laughter from roadside diners, the glow of vintage neon motel signs, and the dusty hum of classic convertibles with the top down. Cruising down Route 66, you'll pass through 8 states and countless small towns that wear their history proudly. Places like Catoosa, Oklahoma, home to the whimsical blue whale, or Seligman, Arizona, where the past is preserved in every storefront and soda fountain. In New Mexico, adobe architecture blends with desert hues, while in Texas, the road stretches flat into the horizon like a portal into yesteryear. Abandoned gas stations, weathered billboards, and retro diners stand as monuments to mid-century Americana. Order a slice of homemade pie at a chrome and red leather counter, or fuel up at a mom-and-pop shop that's been welcoming wanderers for generations. Each stop tells a story, not just of where America's been, but of where it's going. But Route 66 is more than relics. It's a living celebration. Travelers from around the globe come to experience the romance of the open road. Motorcycle caravans roll through the deserts of Arizona. Photographers flock to the colorful murals in Tucumcari, New Mexico. Vintage car enthusiasts trace every twist and turn just to relive the golden age of the American highway. And then there are the landscapes, endless wheat fields in Kansas, the red cliffs of New Mexico, the Mojave Desert in California, and finally that iconic sign in Santa Monica marking the end of the line. It's a visual symphony of America's heartland, deserts and coastlines, ripe for capturing on camera. Route 66 is not about speed, it's about soaking it in, mile by mile, moment by moment. It's about conversations at roadside diners, quirky museums with Elvis mannequins, and starry nights spent in the quiet silence of desert towns. To drive Route 66 is to time travel, to peel back the layers of modern life and rediscover a slower, more soulful America. It's not just a road, it's a rite of passage. So buckle up, roll down the windows, and let the wind carry you into history. Route 66 isn't just where the map leads, it's where the memories are made. There are roads that take you from one place to another, and then there are roads that take you somewhere entirely new. The Pacific Coast Highway, also known as California's legendary Highway 1, is one such road. Winding for over 650 miles along the edge of the continent, it's not just a drive, it's a soul-stirring experience carved between cliffs and ocean. Start your journey in the vibrant city of San Francisco, where the salty air greets you as you cross the Golden Gate Bridge. From there, the road bends and hugs the coastline, revealing secret coves, wind-sculpted beaches, and crashing waves that seem to dance to the rhythm of freedom. In Monterey and Carmel by the sea, history, charm, and raw beauty meet. Stop to watch otters play in kelp forests, or wander along quaint streets filled with galleries and sea breeze. Then, the road becomes wild, entering Big Sur, where towering redwoods stretch to the heavens on one side, and the vast Pacific drops endlessly on the other. Every turn feels like a painting unfolding in real time. Pull over at Bixby Creek Bridge, an iconic span between sea cliffs that has become the face of Highway 1. Listen as the wind rushes under it. It's the kind of place where time seems to slow down. Further south, the landscape softens into golden beaches and sun-kissed towns. San Simeon, home to Hearst Castle, Morro Bay with its towering rock monolith rising from the sea. Santa Barbara, where Spanish architecture meets palm-lined streets. And finally, the road rolls into Los Angeles, where dreams and coastline collide. But don't stop there. Continue on to Malibu, where sunsets turn the ocean to liquid gold, and the road becomes a ribbon through paradise. Then, as night falls, pull over one last time. Let the stars shimmer over the endless Pacific. Let the sound of waves follow you into sleep. Because the Pacific Coast Highway isn't just a route, it's a romance, a meditation, a reminder that sometimes the most unforgettable destinations are the ones you reach along the way. Welcome to Big Sur, a dramatic stretch of California's central coast where the Santa Lucia Mountains plunge straight into the Pacific Ocean. As you cruise along Highway 1, one of the most iconic road trips in the world, you're met with sweeping ocean vistas, steep cliffs, and the constant roar of waves crashing below. The road itself feels like an adventure, narrow, winding, and always revealing new scenery around every curve. One of the most breathtaking landmarks is the Bixby Creek Bridge. Perched high above a rugged canyon, this architectural marvel offers panoramic views of the Pacific, and it's become an icon of the California coast. At sunrise or sunset, the bridge glows, casting long shadows on the water below. Inland, the towering redwood forests create a different kind of magic. These ancient trees, some over 1,000 years old, form quiet cathedrals of green. Walk through their trails and you'll hear only birds, wind, and your own footsteps. Shafts of sunlight pierce the canopy, illuminating ferns and forest mist. Head back to the coast and you'll find Pfeiffer Beach, a hidden treasure known for its unique purple sand and the famous Keyhole Rock. As the sun sets, light pours through the rock's natural arch, creating a golden beam over the crashing surf, a photographer's dream. And then there's McWay Falls, an unforgettable sight. This waterfall plunges directly onto the beach below, right into the Pacific Ocean, a rare natural wonder that feels like something from a fantasy film. Big Sur is more than just a scenic drive. It's a journey into California's wild soul, untamed, rugged, and humbling. Whether you're camping beneath the stars, hiking cliffside trails, or simply soaking in the view, this place will leave its mark on you. This is Cape Cod, a graceful hook of land curling into the Atlantic Ocean, where coastal charm meets timeless beauty. Stretching from the historic towns of Sandwich and Falmouth all the way to the windswept tip of Provincetown, Cape Cod is more than a summer retreat. It's a living postcard of New England's soul. As the sun rises over Nauset Beach, gentle light glimmers across the Atlantic, illuminating the salt-kissed dunes and awakening a coast that has inspired artists and wanderers for generations. Waves crash rhythmically on the shore, and the salty breeze carries whispers of maritime tales and centuries-old legends. Wander through quaint villages like Chatham, Wellfleet, and Hyannis, where white picket fences border blooming hydrangeas and harbor docks creak under the weight of lobster traps. Time seems to pause here. In every antique store, every lighthouse beacon, every freshly baked clam pie cooling on a windowsill, Cape Cod's 40 miles of national seashore stretch like a ribbon of preserved paradise, untouched, raw, and soul-stirring. Sand dunes tower like natural fortresses, while seabirds wheel overhead, and the distant call of a foghorn echoes through the morning mist. Stroll along the Cape Cod Rail Trail, where cycling through pine forests and salt marshes feels like drifting through a summer dream. At the edge of the Cape, Provincetown bursts with color and creativity. Watch the sunset from Race Point Beach, where the sky melts into shades of pink and fire as the waves hush the world to sleep. And when night falls over the Cape, the stars come out in full glory. Lighthouses blink their guiding rhythm, and the moonlight dances on the water's surface. The stillness is magical, the kind that seeps into your memory and calls you back again and again. Cape Cod is not just a destination, it's a state of mind, a place where every tide brings stories, every breeze carries nostalgia, and every visit feels like coming home to something eternal. Welcome to Alaska, America's last true wilderness, where nature is still wild, the mountains are still rising, and the silence between the wind feels sacred. This is not just a place, it's an experience of scale, solitude, and raw, untamed beauty. As the sun rises over snow-capped peaks, the landscape glows in golden light. Glaciers glisten like frozen rivers of time, crawling slowly through ancient valleys. The Chugach Mountains tower over turquoise lakes, and bald eagles soar across the open sky like guardians of the frontier. In Denali National Park, the continent's tallest mountain pierces the clouds. Denali, once known as Mount McKinley, stands at over 20,000 feet, commanding a land filled with grizzlies, moose, wolves, and wild tundra. The road into the park stretches endlessly, where every turn offers silence and scale so vast it quiets your soul. Take to the sea in Kenai Fjords or Glacier Bay, where orcas slice through icy waters and glaciers calve with thunderous cracks, sending cathedral-sized ice into the sea. Paddle a kayak past glowing blue ice, or ride a boat through fjords where waterfalls tumble down on 1,000-foot cliffs. But Alaska isn't just grand, it's intimate. In small villages, time slows. Locals share stories passed down through generations. In the summer months, the sun barely sets, casting a soft golden glow at midnight. And in winter, when darkness comes, the skies come alive with aurora borealis, green and violet curtains of light dancing in silence above the frozen world. Board the Alaska Railroad, winding through valleys, forests, and mountains, a moving window into the untouched. Or drive the Seward or Dalton highways, where the road becomes a lifeline between humans and wilderness. And when night truly falls, wrapped in the clean, cold air, you realize Alaska doesn't just change your view, it changes your perspective. Because in a land where nature writes the rules, you don't just visit, you listen, you feel, and you remember what it means to be small and deeply alive. Stretching out like a string of pearls into the Gulf of Mexico, the Florida Keys beckon with their serene beauty, a tropical paradise at the edge of America. As you drive along the overseas highway, you'll feel as if you're floating between the vast sea and sky, crossing 42 bridges that connect these sun-kissed islands, each more picturesque than the last. The Keys are a place where time slows down and life is savored. Picture yourself diving beneath the surface, exploring vibrant coral reefs, or lounging on one of the many secluded beaches, feeling the gentle waves lap against the shore. Here, the rhythm of the day is set by the ebb and flow of the ocean, and every moment invites you to simply relax and breathe. As the sun begins to set, the sky paints itself in shades of pink, orange, and gold, a celebration of each day's end, a spectacle that takes your breath away. It's a place where people slow down, let go of the rush, and embrace the simple joys of life. It's no wonder that the legendary writer Ernest Hemingway called this place home, finding inspiration in its beauty and its quiet, timeless charm. Whether you're here for a day or a lifetime, the Florida Keys welcome you with open arms and the promise of paradise. Welcome to Napa Valley, where golden hills roll beneath endless sky, and every breeze carries the scent of sun-warmed vines. Just north of San Francisco, this region is more than a wine lover's paradise. It's a landscape of refinement, rhythm, and quiet luxury. As morning light touches the valley, vineyards stretch in neat rows toward the horizon. The hills are dusted in soft fog, slowly lifting to reveal a patchwork of green and gold. Grape leaves shimmer with dew, and the hum of harvest begins. This is the start of the day in Napa, slow, intentional, and bathed in beauty. In towns like Yountville, St. Helena, and Calistoga, time moves with grace. Stone tasting rooms and ivy-covered estates invite you in, where every glass of wine tells a story of the soil, the season, and the hands that nurtured it. Sip a bold Cabernet beneath ancient oak trees. Wander through sun-dappled courtyards filled with lavender, art, and the sound of laughter. Beyond the vineyards, Napa is alive with texture and culture. Visit Oxbow Public Market in downtown Napa for farm-fresh flavors and local delicacies. Stroll the quiet trails of the Bale Grist Mill, or soak in the mineral-rich hot springs of Calistoga, where relaxation rises like steam into the mountain air. Then comes golden hour. The sun sinks behind the Mayacamas Mountains, washing the valley in hues of amber and rose. At a hillside vineyard, you lift your glass as the last rays strike the grapes. In that moment, everything feels still, full, and right. When night falls, the sky fills with stars. String lights twinkle over vineyard patios. Music drifts from open windows. And in the distance, the silhouettes of the vines stand quiet and proud, holding stories in every leaf, every bottle, every breeze. Napa Valley isn't just a destination, it's a feeling, a slower pace, a deeper breath, a toast to the good life, gently unfolding one sip at a time. Rising high above the misty skyline of Seattle, the Space Needle isn't just a structure, it's a symbol of bold ambition and futuristic dreams. Built in 1962 for the World's Fair, at the height of the space age, this elegant tower became an icon of possibility, an architectural whisper of what tomorrow could look like. Standing 605 feet tall, it offers a panoramic view unlike any other. From its soaring observation deck, the vast Pacific Northwest unfolds in every direction. Mount Rainier looms in the distance like a sleeping giant, while Puget Sound glistens with ferries slicing through silver waters. On clear days, you can see as far as the Olympic and Cascade Mountains, reminders of nature's majesty surrounding this urban marvel. As evening sets in, Seattle transforms into a city of lights. The Space Needle glows like a beacon above it all, steady, graceful, enduring. Down below, the city pulses with tech, culture, and creativity, But up here, there's stillness, clarity, and awe. In many ways, the Space Needle captures the essence of Seattle itself. Innovative, yet grounded in nature, futuristic, yet filled with soul. It's more than a view. It's an experience, a lift into the clouds, a moment where earth and sky, city and silence, imagination and memory, all meet. On the Big Island of Hawaii, the ground beneath your feet isn't just Earth, it's alive. Welcome to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, a mesmerizing realm where the planet's raw elemental power is on full display. Here, Mauna Loa and Kalawea, two of the world's most active volcanoes, shape the land in real time, reminding us that the Earth is always in motion. Walk across vast blackened lava fields, hardened rivers of stone that once flowed molten and red. Feel the heat rise from steam vents. Hear the hiss of sulfur escaping cracks in the crust, and stand before massive craters glowing faintly from the depths of the Earth. If you're lucky and daring, you may even witness lava pouring into the ocean, sending up pillars of steam as fire meets water in a violent dance of creation. This isn't just a geological wonder, it's a sacred landscape woven deeply into the fabric of Hawaiian culture. According to legend, this is the domain of Pele, the fiery goddess of volcanoes. Locals say you can feel her presence near the edge of a glowing crater, or hear her voice in the distant rumble of the earth. The energy is tangible. It humbles you. Whether you're standing at the summit of Mauna Loa, peering into its vast caldera, or trekking through the smoldering terrain of Kalawea, this park offers an unforgettable encounter with the primal forces that shape not just Hawaii, but the very planet itself. Welcome to Orlando, Florida, a city where imagination takes flight, sunshine reigns year-round, and every corner offers a new adventure. But beyond its world-famous theme parks, Orlando tells a deeper story of vibrant culture, natural beauty, and a rhythm all its own. As dawn breaks, the city awakens under a warm golden sky. Sunlight dances across shimmering lakes and palm-lined streets, and the air carries a mix of citrus groves and fresh morning breeze. The skyline glows gently, hinting at the magical energy that pulses through Orlando's heart. Begin your day at the Walt Disney World Resort, where dreams unfold in brilliant color. From the fairy tale towers of Magic Kingdom to the futuristic landscapes of Epcot, every step is a page in a storybook, but the magic doesn't stop there. Universal Studios Florida draws you into the worlds of film and fantasy, where wizards, dinosaurs, and superheroes feel real. Screams of delight echo from islands of adventure, while calm waters reflect the charm of the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Yet Orlando is more than just its theme parks. Stroll through Lake Eola Park in downtown, where swan boats glide across still waters and art installations bring quiet wonder. Explore the trendy neighborhoods of Winter Park or Milk District, where local cafes, art galleries, and markets create a lively, authentic vibe. Visit the Orlando Science Center, catch a show at Dr. Phillips Center, or wander the exotic landscapes of Loy Gardens. As evening falls, the city takes on a different glow. Neon lights reflect off rain-washed streets. Food trucks serve sizzling street eats, and music flows from rooftop bars and lakeside patios. Then comes the real show. Fireworks illuminating the night sky over the parks, mirrored in lakes below. It's a nightly reminder that wonder lives here, not just in castles or coasters, but in the everyday magic Orlando offers. And when the stars shine over Central Florida, a calm settles in. The laughter quiets, but the memory of adventure lingers. Orlando is more than a vacation. It's a feeling, a spark, a place where the extraordinary becomes every day. And that wraps up our journey through the top 10 scenic road trips in the USA, from coastlines and deserts to mountains and small towns. Each of these routes offers its own story and unforgettable beauty. Which road trip would you take first? The historic Route 66, the coastal magic of Highway 1, or perhaps the rugged Rockies? Share your dream road trip in the comments below. We'd love to hear. Thanks for traveling with Secret Stops. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our next adventure. Until then, keep the engine running, the music playing, and your heart open to the road ahead.